Peace and blessings, love and light to all. Happy Monday, happy April. So I've come to a conclusion. And I know that this conclusion I came to, I've spoke on it a couple of times here on YouTube. But I feel as if I need to make a public service announcement. I want to be very vocal about my desires and about what it is that I want. Okay, so quite frankly, I'm tired of women coming to me about struggle, love, and man problems. Like, my soul is really over it. I had like an epiphany. Like, I'm walking around carrying residual energy or stress of people who dump on me. And like a fool, I'm dumb enough to sit there and listen to it. And I do it. I ain't gonna even call myself a fool for that. But honestly, just trying to have a good heart and be in a listening ear. But then I came to realize something. We don't owe nobody to listen to them. I mean, it's a kind gesture, but it's not something that is owed. We don't have to participate in that. We don't have to deal with that shit. And that's what I had to tell myself. Like, listen, I've been single for a while now, by choice. And I honestly found myself. And I really wholeheartedly appreciate the time that I have to myself. I need that. And I think it's really good for people to have that while they're still young. You know what I'm saying? Because sometimes old age forces you into it. But me being young and making the choice to be single feels good because it's a choice I made for me. I'm an empath, and people come to me, people gravitate towards me. People sometimes just need somebody to talk to or a listening ear, and I get all of that. But where I'm at right now in my life is that I'm single. And I really don't really have a desire to be in a relationship. So, me realizing that I've been single for a while and that I'm not getting no outside stress from a relationship or insecurities or incompatibility, I ain't got them problems. My life is pretty peaceful. And it feels good and it works for me. So I want to enjoy this phase of my life to the fullest. So in order to do that for me, I don't want to talk about no relationship problems. It don't benefit me to talk about somebody else's issues and struggle love. And I know some people feel, like, in a sense, I'm flattered that people feel comfortable enough to talk to me about that type of stuff. But let's just go ahead and put it out there. I'm not a therapist. I'm not a licensed therapist. You understand? I'm an empath, and yeah, I talk to people, but that type of energy is heavy. You understand? I don't think people, you gotta know that shit heavy. That's why you want to talk about it. So if it makes you feel that way and you're the one that's in it, how you think it makes somebody else feel when you talking about it? Same fucking energy. It's just that I don't feel it directly. But when people come to me whining and crying about the power of choice, my question be, What's keeping you from making the best decision for you? It's just that simple. So I'm here to offer self-love. I promote self-love in anybody, male, female, black, white, it don't matter. Self-love is the best love. Making peace with yourself, your past traumas, your life, your choices. Because how can you even be happy and compatible with somebody if you ain't even dealt with your own unhealed shit? And I think the problem with a lot of people in this world is they like to project and make their emotional responsibility somebody else's. And that's not the case. Shit. When you sitting here living in all the good of that shit. And I mean, honestly, like in relationships, I like to see people happy. I like to see people prosperous. And then I realize that people that are close to me are in relationships. They have problems. You know, I don't want to see them fail. I want to always encourage them to stick with it as long as there's no abuse involved. You know what I'm saying? But it's just something about people venting about their relationships just it's draining. It's really draining. And it's not beneficial to me. And although I feel like I give good advice only based on my own experiences, you know what I'm saying? But at the same time, the way I handle something in a relationship may not be the same way that you will handle something in a relationship. But and then I found a lot of people, they really don't want no advice. They just want to dump. And I ain't trying to hear it. I rid myself of all them issues because I don't want to deal with that shit. So please don't bring that shit to me. Talk to your person of interest about it. Like, if you can be vocal to me about the issues that you have in your relationship, why not do that to your partner? Why not talk about it with your partner? If your partner shuts down emotionally, write his ass a fucking letter. I don't know. But if he chooses, it chooses not to deal with their emotions and they just not feeling their emotions, baby, you're beating a brick wall. What you want me to do? It ain't shit I can do about it. You understand? But all I'm saying is I come to realize that struggle, love, and relationships is not my forte. It's not my cup of tea. It's not my area of expertise. I never want to ever be a relationship expert or advice. I don't want to be an advisor. I don't want to be a marriage counselor. None of that bullshit. I don't. I have no interest. None. So I don't know what it is about me that make people want. Do you see me in a relationship? Like, what are you basing that shit on? I don't know. But I'm not the person to talk to about relationships. That's my disclaimer. Male or female. I'm sorry you're having problems in your relationship. But that's between y'all. Like, I'm sorry. Like, and no, I'm not sorry. And I got to stop saying that shit. I'm not sorry. I am not sorry because I don't want to deal with nobody's drama. Now, when it comes to children, baby, we can talk. We'll talk all day long, all night, stay on the phone all fucking day. But then, let me be careful what I say. Because if you got an issue with your kid, you got to ask yourself what you're doing to solve the problem. Okay? What steps have you taken so far? You just want to dump on people and then just want somebody to give you some feedback? I don't know. All I know is in 2022, it's a lot of shit that I ain't tolerating no more. Talking about people's struggle love is one of them. Accepting hand-me-downs from people is another one of them. Indirect communication is another one. What else? I don't know. Inviting yourself in my space, in my place, in my energy without permission, that's definitely a no-no. Okay? If I don't summon you, that means you were not called. So stay over there until you're called. And if you don't get called, it means you're not wanted. But I still wish everybody best. I hope people fall deeply in love with themselves to the point that they want to heal themselves, and they realize certain things that they do affects others, and having some type of empathy and working on that. Yeah. All right, y'all be blessed. Happy April.